For a wave now. We are going to the BBB today, the Better Business Bureau, to talk about some scams that you need to be aware of this holiday season. Joining me now, Whitney Atkins with our local BBB here. Whitney, thanks so much for talking with us. There are so many things floating around. You guys have a number of things on your list, your naughty list, but let's go through a couple of them. What should folks be aware of? Can you hear me?
Yes,
okay.
Now I can hear you.
What should folks be aware of?
So we see a few recurring holiday scams that pop up every year that we try to warn folks about, because last thing we want to happen is for your holiday season to be ruined by some scams. One of the ones that we see, even though it's an old one, it seems to crop up every year, is the social media gift exchange scam. I know on my friends list, I see friends posting a similar message every year. And this looks like a post that is asking folks to, if they want to participate in a social media secret Santa. And we've seen this where they exchange books or bottles of wine or, a $5 to $10 gift. Unfortunately, while this may sound fun, you are actually sharing your name and information with a bunch of strangers because you don't know who else is participating. And there's no guarantee that you are actually going to receive anything from this gift exchange. What it ends up being is a pyramid scheme, essentially. So if you see a message like this, please don't participate. And if it's a friend of yours, maybe give them a heads up that, hey, this is actually a scam.
Okay. All right. So what about fake toll collection texts? A lot of folks are going through that right now too.
Yes, I've received a few myself. Yes, this just looks like a text to your number saying that you owe a toll fee or that you need to pay a toll bill, and it has a link that you are supposed to click on to pay the bill. This is a phishing scam. Please do not click on that link. This is not how River City sends out their toll bills. It's purely a scam, likely to not only take money from you if you inadvertently pay this scammer, but they are also phishing for your personal and even financial information. So just delete any text you get that's like that. If you do suspect that you might have a legitimate toll bill, you can contact River City directly. But anytime you get an unsolicited text message with a link, do not click that link.
Okay. This is a big one because a lot of folks are looking for earning that extra cash this holiday season. But temporary holiday jobs, let's talk about those.
Yeah. So there are a lot of legitimate temp job opportunities during this time of year. We see a lot of retail stores hiring for extra help during the holidays, and that is a great way to make a little bit of extra cash. What you want to be careful for are employment scams, and a lot of times these look like work from home job opportunities that end up being a scam, and the person who tries to apply for them, never ends up getting paid, or, they have their identity compromised. So if you're looking for a temporary job or a side job this season and you're looking online, make sure you are researching the company that you are applying with first, especially if it's one you don't recognize or are not familiar with. Do a quick search on them, check them out at our website, bbb.org, to make sure that it's a legitimate company and not a scam, particularly with work from home opportunities. And I will say this again, anytime you see a job opportunity listing that is for a shipping inspector or reshipping that involves receiving other people's packages at your home and then sending them out elsewhere, that is a common scam. It is not a legitimate work from home opportunity.
Okay. Advent calendars, that's a different one.
Yeah. So this time of year, they're very popular. My son has been going through his with great excitement. But as with any popular item, we're going to see scams associated with them. And what this looks like is you order an advent calendar online and you never receive it, or you receive it and it's very poor quality. It's definitely not what you thought you were paying for. So again, we just want folks to be cautious. Most folks by now probably already have their advent calendars, hopefully, but looking ahead to next year, if you're buying one online, make sure that you research the company first, so that you can trust them, that they're not a scam, and always pay with credit card so that if the need should arise, you can dispute that charge.
Okay, so yesterday we had our Angelathon with the Salvation Army, legitimate charity organization here in our community, but there are a lot of things or charities out there that are not legitimate, and they're asking for our money. They may prey on our sensitivity. Talk to me about that.
Yes, it's an unfortunate reality. I take pride in that we are a very giving community, but we want to make sure that we are giving to legitimate organizations. So if you are receiving unsolicited asks for donations, or if you're just looking to make a donation this time of year, make sure that you research the charity first. You can do that at give.org, which is our website where we review charities and we share information on legitimate ones. And it's always best to go with long-standing charities that are well-known, well-accredited, like the Salvation Army, because they've been around long enough that they are well-established and they can get that money to where it's needed quickly. And you know that it's going to where you want it to go to.
Okay, so there are some hot ticket items that our kiddos, of course, are obsessed with right now. Bluey, Barbie, Miss Rachel Speak and Sing doll. I mean, so if you think you can get your hands on them at a really cheap price, talk to me about some of those things that are out there. They're not legit, they're fake, they're knockoffs, or you could be just meeting a bad actor online.
Absolutely. So yes, if you've got a little one or young one who wants one of these hot ticket items that are selling out or they're hard to get, be very wary if you suddenly see an ad for one at a very low price, or severely discounted. These are common scams that just take advantage of the shopping season and of popular toys, popular items. We all want to make our kids happy during the holidays, and we love it when we can get them exactly what they want, but just be cautious of anytime you see a popular toy or hot ticket item that is going for a really low price or is being resold for a really low price. It's typically a scam, and you're going to end up losing money on it and not getting, the item that you wanted. So your best bet is to shop with retailers you trust, even if it means losing out on an item that's sold out. Better to buy something else than to get scammed.
Okay, my last question for you, Whitney, and I don't know if you can talk about it, but I've seen stories about AI and how that's impacting things that we see online. What is your warning for folks when it comes to things that really look real? Because this stuff, you're like, wow, this Louis Vuitton bag for $20, it looks so legit. But talk to me about how AI plays a role in some of these scams that are going around.
Sure. So AI, as we know, is a really excellent tool for a lot of us, but in the wrong hands, it is also it's unfortunately a good way to get scammed. So as with anything, if you see something online, don't necessarily take it at face value. If it's an ad for a product, if it's, whatever the case may be, a video, make sure you're doing a little bit of research first before you part with your money, before you enter any of your information, because you're right, it may take a little bit of more effort on your part up front to make sure that you're shopping with a store you trust or that the video is legitimate, but better to put that effort in ahead of time than to get scammed down the road. So as we've seen, AI is a wonderful technology. It's very good at what it does, but that means we have to be all the more diligent in doing our research before we buy.
Okay. Whitney, thank you so much for your advice. Of course, if you can always check out businesses on the Better Business Bureau's website, very easy to do. Whitney, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right. I'm Myra Ansari. Have a great day.